Did you know the galaxies up in the sky are spinning, but they're going different speeds? The stars in the galaxy are going different speeds. If the stars in the middle are going faster than the stars at the outside. If the galaxies were billions of years old, they would no longer have these spiral arms. The spiral arm galaxies are proof they are not billions of years old. So if somebody wants to believe they are, okay, you believe whatever you want, but it goes against the clear scientific evidence from the galaxies. They cannot be billions of years old. Stars blow up about every 25 to 30 years. If it's a little one, they call it a nova. If it's a big one, they call it a supernova, okay? But about every 25 or 30 years, a star explodes. Well, they search the heavens with the Hubble telescope, and they cannot even find 300 supernova rings. Question, if the universe is billions of years old, why aren't there billions of supernova rings? Why less than 300? Which would mean less than 10,000 years. Some people say, well, new stars are forming in Crab Nebula. No, there is no evidence of new stars forming. There are some spots getting brighter, and you can interpret that as new stars forming if you'd like, but it's not proof a new star is forming. Could be the dust is clearing and there's a star behind it. Any freshman law student could tear your argument apart in a court of law. Textbook says it takes billions of years for red stars to turn to white stars. That's what the books teach. That is simply not correct. We have overwhelming evidence that stars do change, that, they fall apart, they burn out. They change from red stars to white stars. There seems to be pretty good evidence for that. But we also have evidence it does not take billions of years. All the ancient astronomers said Sirius was a red star. Everybody just 2,000 years ago was describing Sirius as redder than Mars, one of the red stars. Today, it's a white dwarf. We know what happens in less than 2,000 years. Don't tell me it takes millions of years. That's simply not correct. See, one good experiment's worth a pound of theory any day. And we've got experimental evidence we can see and test and prove it doesn't happen that long. Some of the planets are still hot, but they're cooling off. They're radiating more heat than they gain from the sun. They can't be billions of years old. It's just not logical to say Jupiter, which is losing heat, is billions of years old. It just can't be. Jupiter has a little moon called Ganymede. Ganymede has a strong magnetic field. When it was discovered about this strong magnetic field, they said, wow, that's strange. That indicates a hot core, and yet Ganymede should have cooled off billions of years ago. I wonder why it still has such a strong magnetic field. Well, I can tell them why. You see, about 6,000 years ago, God created everything. Ganymede's not even 6,000 years old yet. Well, a few days older than that. It's real simple. Saturn has rings around it, but the rings are unstable and they're moving away from the planet. There are all kinds of factors that are affecting the rings of Saturn. Gravitational pulls and things like that. There's a good article about it in the book by Walt Brown in the beginning. Saturn's rings cannot be billions of years old. That fits the biblical theory that everything was created about 6,000 years ago.